How is it going? Hope everyone is doing well, and thank you for tuning into this video. As you guys can tell by the title below, today I'll be discussing, reviewing, and giving my thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now, I know this game has been out for a little while now, since the beginning of January, I believe, so this isn't exactly brand new, but for the DLC for this game just dropped today, so I thought I'd go ahead and give you guys my thoughts and review the entire game of it while I'm at it. So without wasting more time, I'm going to jump right into the video. Right before I jump into things, here of course is the cover art for the game. I like the cover a lot. It's very basic with Goku on Nimbus, but I think it looks really good, and it's a very good representation of the series, if you ask me. That's what it looks like on your shelf with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Here's the back of the game with some pretty good pictures of the characters. And then you open up just the disc right there, very basic, no pamphlet, which is very common in most games nowadays. So that is a look at the artwork. Now, before I jump right into it, and now I will admit, I haven't really played many of the Dragon Ball Z games over the last decade or so. I kind of stopped playing them after, the PS2 era, obviously Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi, even Saga. I love playing those Dragon Ball Z games. They were fantastic. I absolutely loved them. But the newer ones that came out over the last, 10 years or so, I just haven't really cared for them. They just didn't really pique my interest, especially considering a lot of them were online-based games, which, me personally, I'm not a huge online game person. I'm more of a single-player campaign story, type-driven person, just because I like that experience. I don't know, when I play games, I like to have that kind of mixture of playing, as well as having that, TV, movie, vibe to it as well. I like that mixture of both. So that's why I've really enjoyed these type of games, and I feel like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was a fantastic game. I thought it was a great gameplay, that the story was very well represented, even though it wasn't completely accurate. There were some things cut out, like Gohan attacking Raditz for some reason was cut out. So some of the moments that happened in the show didn't make the game, and some of the some of the things they played out in the game weren't played out as well, or transitioned as well from the show. Obviously, like Goku going Super Saiyan obviously didn't feel as monumental, which is understandable. It's really hard to translate that emotion from a show to a game, so I get it. I'm not gonna fault them for it, but Gohan going Super Saiyan 2, I thought could have been a little bit better. Super Saiyan 3, Goku going Super Saiyan 3. I mean, I wasn't expecting Goku to scream for 5 minutes like he did in the show, but he just said this is to go even further beyond. Ah! Sorry that took so long. That's literally how they played it out in the game, so I thought that was, pretty piss poor, but the mechanics, I think, are very well in the game. I think the controls are very easy. I would highly recommend anybody playing it or hasn't played it yet, which, I mean, it came out 3 months ago, so I would assume anyone that would want to play it has played it by now. But if there's anyone that hasn't and has thought about getting the game, definitely recommend leveling up your characters as you play the stories. Do the sub-stories, because there is a main story and sub-stories. The sub-stories definitely help you in the long run in terms of getting D medals, or getting experience points up, or getting orbs. So I'd definitely recommend getting the sub-stories done, because you have to level your characters up, especially for the DLC that came out. So you definitely want to level the characters for that. But the game itself is a lot of fun. Definitely recommend, like I said, leveling your characters up, because especially in the battles, because trust me, I struggled for a few battles because I didn't level my characters up, and if I would have leveled my characters up, I would have not have struggled very much at all. I just made it harder for myself, so definitely level your characters up. But yeah, I think the game definitely, like I said, is a great representation of the series. Pretty much covers the most part, everything for the most part. Like I said, does cut some things out. Some things aren't, perfectly represented in the game, but it's understandable, it's expected. I know a lot of people don't like this, didn't like this game for the fact that it's the same story for the millionth fucking game, because pretty much every Dragon Ball Z game, like the PS2 games, is the exact same story. But like I said, I love it. I like the way it's told, and I like the free roam mode to it. I like the way the game's presented. You can do missions on the side as you're doing the main story. I just like the overall way this game was presented, and it took a good while for me to complete as well. It took me 24 hours to complete, which is the average from what I understand. I think the average is like 22 to 25 hours to complete the video game, so I was able to complete it in 24. Had a lot of fun doing it, brought back a lot of memories, definitely was very nostalgic to play the game back, and I thought it was great overall, so definitely would recommend Dragon Ball Z Kakarot to anybody. And talking about the DLC that came out today, of course, the DLC was to represent the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, of course, with Beerus and Whis making their appearances in the game. DLC, A New Power Awakens Part 1. So this is the first episode. There will be an episode 2, followed by a new story arc, which I have no idea what's going to be. I've had to do predictions for the episode 2 as well as a new story arc. I'd predict that episode 2 will be learning about to go Super Saiyan Blue, and I think the new story arc will be Universe 6. So those are my predictions for those two. I mean, I'm not sure if those have been confirmed yet, so those two could have been confirmed already. I just don't know. Honestly, I didn't know about the DLC releasing today until yesterday, because I had to level my characters up. That's why I was recommending everybody to level their characters up as you're playing. My Goku went from level 72 to 250. I grinded. I now have 39 hours of play, which I had 24 hours yesterday because I haven't played the game since I beat it. So I racked up 15 hours of leveling up and playing the DLC. And the DLC itself, I think it's a lot of fun. Obviously, it's not accurate to how Beerus and Whis are actually showcased in the show, or not showcased, but introduced in the show, in the series. In the DLC, Goku and Vegeta are just not transported, but, well, they are transported, but teleported to Lord Beerus's planet. Whis pretty much tells them that they've been summoned because they're the two strongest warriors, and Beerus wants a challenge, and that Whis will help them train to become Super Saiyan gods, and then you do Whis' training, and then you become Super Saiyan God, and then you do battles with Beerus. So it's a pretty basic first episode, but I think it's very enjoyable. It is kind of shitty that you do get the same stories with Goku and Vegeta pretty much. Like, you do the Beerus story as Goku, and you do it as Vegeta, and it's pretty much the exact same story, but you're just playing as two different characters. So I thought that's pretty lazy for the most part, but I understand you gotta get the training in for both guys. But the DLC, it was fun. I enjoyed it, and it gave me a reason to power all my characters up, which I highly recommend. Whis' training, just power your fucking people up. If you need to power people up, just keep spamming the training with Whis, and then just keep powering everyone up with the waters that he gives you, the divine waters and every stuff like that. That stuff really helps your characters levels up. That's how they'll level Goku and Vegeta up so high up. That's how they'll make Goku go from 72 to 250 in a day. Just spam the missions, just beat Whis as quickly as possible. Honestly, as Goku, I just kept beating him in like a minute. I just kept spamming the Spirit Bomb powering up, and I'd highly recommend whatever level you're on, just keep facing him at the level below you until you have enough, until like you have a good level above the one that's next. So like, if you're at 100, fight Whis at 75 until you're like 120, like 130. Just level up till you're 130, then fight 100, keep fight 100 till you're like 150, then fight 125, and just keep slowly going up, because you want to be ahead of the recommended level, power level that they're having you face for Whis. So highly recommend fighting lower to build up your power level. That way, when you get to that next level, you're way overpowered, and you can pretty much keep getting victories very quickly. So that's just personally what I did. I think it's, like I said, it's a very quick way to level up your characters, and that's just the recommended way I would do it. But the DLC, like I said, it was fun. It was short though, but it was expected. It was just to introduce Super Saiyan God, which, like I said, I think the next episode will be introducing Super Saiyan Blue, because Beerus did keep telling Goku and Vegeta to keep training, because one day he might need them. So I think that's pretty much hinting at a tournament, which either is going to be Universe 6 or the Power of Tournament. I don't see them doing the Power of Tournament as a DLC. I think Universe 6 is more of a lock to do as a DLC than anything else. So I think that's what's more likely going to be. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed powering up. I thought the DLC was pretty fun. Not sure when episode 2 comes out, but hopefully soon. Definitely want to, hopefully get more of a level, because I'm not sure what the highest level was before 250. I think, was it 100 or is it 150? I'm not sure, but there was a power level limit before, and now it's 250, so I'm curious to see what's going to be, because obviously to go Super Saiyan Blue, you have to get stronger than that and go to a higher power level. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things played out. But I almost said Super Saiyan, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, very fun game for me personally. Like I said, I love these type of games, and since I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, for nostalgia reasons, I love replaying the story again. Brought a lot of back into it. And honestly, it inspired me to watch Dragon Ball Super. I got finished watching this, playing this game, or midway through playing this game. I think I might have been going back and forth doing both, but it inspired me to watch Dragon Ball Super for the first time, and I was able to watch the series in full and ended up loving it. So yeah. Like I said, nostalgia got to me, and definitely would recommend anyone playing it. Hope you guys did the video. If you guys did, please feel free to leave a like below. Lets me know that you guys enjoy these type of content. So definitely feel free to leave a like below if you guys enjoyed it. But as always, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching this video.